Good Lord, it's enormous!
It is huge, isn't it?
Oh, isn't it beautiful?
Ah yes, now on BBC Three, behind the scenes once again, and it seems not only did Nintendo have Super Mario, but they also had some super shady secrets right in the midst of their outrageous fortunes.
Hello!
He's the biggest icon of the computer game generation.
Mario! Mario!
Better known than Mickey Mouse.
Hi, I'm
Mario!
That's Mario, I'm Libby. Welcome to the world of Nintendo.
Here we go!
The little Italian-American in a boiler suit has revolutionised the world of games and catapulted the Nintendo brand around the world.
When I was 8 years old, this took us by storm. It was the coolest video game system we'd ever seen.
It was amazing. I played before I went to school. I played when I got home from school. Anytime in between.
You know, there's games that have secret codes in them, and these secret codes are just like Easter eggs that just keep you hunting and keep you coming back for more.
Nintendo has made countless friends, but at times its business ethics have been questioned.
Nobody's going to seriously believe that a company that's run by a lawyer like yourself, that you wouldn't know exactly what was being said by your sales force. Wasn't that a policy to threaten people to a certain degree?
No, I like to compete, and I like to compete aggressively.
Are you distancing yourself from those comments?
My point is, there was a business that was making a lot of money, that had a large market share, and that tends to bring out lawsuits.
Nintendo has found itself under attack over claims their games trigger epileptic seizures.
We rolled him over. He had been foaming, so we called the paramedics who came, and that's the first question they asked me. Had he been playing video games?
Nintendo rose from obscurity in Japan in the 1980s. In just a few years, they were earning as much as all the Hollywood movie studios combined.
Nintendo came from nowhere, then suddenly the company was everywhere. They were ruthless, they were creative, and they were unbelievably successful.
Behind Nintendo are two very different men. Shigeru Miyamoto is the childlike genius who created Mario and became the first celebrity of the games world. Hiroshi Yamauchi is the Iron Man of Japanese business, a control freak who exploited Miyamoto's talent and became a billionaire.
So what is their game, and what's the real story behind Nintendo? It's my quest to find out.
Modern Techno Japan. This is where I would start my quest in search of the men behind Nintendo's billions. Kyoto, Japan's spiritual centre. More temples than you can count and a history lost in time. This is where Nintendo grew up and is still based. In 1950, a young man inherited the family business from his grandfather. Hiroshi Yamauchi's first act as head of Nintendo was to sack his own cousin. He wanted a free hand as undisputed boss. And it was Yamauchi's obsession for total control, this ruthlessness, that would bring global success and an enormous personal fortune. But getting an audience with Mr. Yamauchi isn't easy. He's got a reputation as a recluse and rarely gives interviews. I needed help, so I asked Kunio Kadawaki, a local journalist, to take me to Mr. Yamauchi's house in a Kyoto suburb and find out a bit more about him.
Kunio, you've been trying to find people that can tell us something about Mr. Yamauchi, haven't you? How have you got on?
I called many people, and unfortunately, all of them refused to talk on cameras.
Why is that?
He's such a powerful man, like emperors.
Like an emperor?
Yes.
God, no wonder they won't talk. So is that building there with the white wall Mr. Yamauchi's house?
Yeah, that's his house, Hiroshi Yamauchi's house. It's a huge house by Japanese standard, and he has been living there for more than 50 years.
What have you found out about his sort of family history?
His father left Hiroshi when he was 5 years old, and they never met each other later on.
So he never saw his dad again?
Hiroshi attended his father's funerals.
Although the emperor's own doctor used to live here, it didn't look like a billionaire's house. Tucked away in an insignificant backstreet of Kyoto, and no one was at home. I was told one way to meet Yamauchi was through Go, the traditional Japanese game of strategy. The Japanese believe Go is a way to sharpen business skills, and Mr. Yamauchi is a sick Dan expert. I was keen to find out more.
So what is the sort of overall aim of the game?
You have to build your territory. You put your stones on the board and try to take off your opponent's stones. The one with the biggest territory wins, basically.
I'm trying to meet a businessman who's also a sick Dan Go player. Can you understand why his Go game will have helped his business strategy?
A successful businessman has to be good at numbers. Go is also a numbers game. Players constantly assess the current situation to foresee the outcome.
Rogers knows Yamauchi's prowess at Go firsthand. He was desperate to work for Nintendo and got an audience with Yamauchi by challenging him at Go. Since then, they've had several rematches. So have you seen Mr. Yamauchi many times since that first meeting?
Oh, many times. I'm the only one in the industry that plays Go with him.
Just a little bit, baby.
He's a very strong Go player, and he's tough as nails. And everybody in the company, how can I say, shudders when they're in his presence because he's so powerful. They don't speak without his permission.
I was eager to test out my Go skills.
He is absolutely serious, like he's trying to win a championship game every single time. When you play against him, you're drawn into that same atmosphere, and you better give him a good game or you're wasting his time. He's tough. He's the toughest businessman I know. When he makes a decision, it's yes or no, and he doesn't change his mind.
Hank made a computer version of Go for Nintendo and took it to Mr. Yamauchi. He was amazed when he couldn't even use one of his own games consoles.
It's like he'd never held a joystick in his hand before from a Nintendo machine, and he was trying to play, and finally he got frustrated and he gave the joystick to the guy sitting next to him, and he said, okay, I want to go there, and he hit the monitors. I want to go there, I want to go there, I want to go there, and the guy moved the cursor and made the moves.
At its height in the early 1990s, Nintendo was making profits of over $1 billion a year and became Japan's most successful company. It's a brand known around the world. Mr. Yamauchi is now worth $1.5 billion.
You can buy this stuff all over Japan. It's instant rice, and Yamauchi himself tried to get into the instant rice business in the 1960s. Quite a revolution.
Japan wasn't quite ready for instant rice, though. It failed. He got a Del Boy figure as he tried anything and everything to make a quick buck, including a taxi firm, which he later sold when he was strapped for cash.
Hello, konnichiwa.
And something called a love hotel.
Thank you.
My friend Mai agreed to take me to discover just what that involved.
Sad love hotel. Can't wait to find out what that's all about.
Do you know that when Mr.